gives me great pleasure to celebrate this event today at the Boardman-Palando Barnstable Municipal Airport. I'm a general aviation pilot, and I'm part of this airport, and as this town has taken the time and energy and effort to assemble this gathering, I wish to send a special appreciation message to the World War II veterans, to our veterans present in spirit, to those present in life, and those in our hearts, on behalf of the entire community, for your service, for your sacrifice, for your dedication to duty. We humbly thank you. And while today is not Memorial Day, nor is it Veterans Day, it is important to understand what our servicemen and women have endured. Our veterans have been separated from their families for months and sometimes years at a time. Some have been separated on more than one occasion. They missed birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, open houses, Red Sox games, Bruins, Patriots, and Celtics games, Halloween, fireworks, first words, first day of school, Thanksgiving dinner, a date at the movies, a Sunday drive, opening Christmas presents, bedtime stories, and going to the florist on Valentine's Day, just to name a few things. Our veterans are true Americans. They may not have agreed with or understood what they were doing, but they did it anyway. They may never have seen the opportunity to see the results of what they did. They may never know how they impacted others, and they may never understand if it was worth it or not, but they did it anyway. So in conclusion, I'd just like to say this to our veterans, especially the World War II veterans present today, our young friends, yes, young friends, for in our hearts you will always be young, full of the love of life, love of joy, and love of country. You fought for your country and its safety and for the freedom of others with strength and courage, and we love you for it. We honor you, and we have faith that you, the living, are at peace with our contribution and with your contribution to our country. I would like to repeat a quote from the late President John Fitzgerald Kennedy. He said, "As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them." I salute you all for providing me the privilege and freedom to speak today.
We are here at the Wings of Freedom Callings Foundation tour. I believe our viewers can see the beautiful airplanes behind us. Gentlemen, why don't you introduce yourselves?
I'm Joe Gentile, Commander VFW, and this is...
My name is Don Brenner. I'm Associate Commander at the VFW.
Wonderful. And are both of you, obviously you are war veterans, both World War II veterans?
World War II veterans.
Wonderful. So what does it mean to you to see these beautiful aircraft here at Barnstable Airport?
It's wonderful to be among greatness, and with the B-24s behind us and the P-51, it brings back many memories, and we had quite a machine, and they were great. Is there anything you'd like to add, Tom?
No, just the fact that it has removed a number of years and put us back in a different time and place. And it's just wonderful to see everybody come out here to acknowledge that, and to see all these people acknowledge all of our troops and all wars. God bless them all.
Great. All right. Anything else you'd like to add? I mean, how does it feel to be able to see these airplanes? As you said, it brings back some memories. Are they good memories? Does it stir up a lot of different emotions?
Well, if you'd like to know, let's go over here. Here's a nose gunner. This is a nose gunner, a member of our post. And I would like to introduce Charlie Fox, and he'd be happy to answer some of your questions.
We're glad to have you. Charlie, tell me a little bit about your experience and what it means for you to be here today.
Well, you mean when we were shot down?
Sure, tell me the story.
Well, we had been on a mission to the Ploesti oil fields. I found out later, years later, that it was the last mission that the Allies had taken to blow up the oil fields. And the following couple of days, the Russians came in from the east. So we were on the last mission, and the flak, which was the major fighting instrument they had at that time, it shot up the 3 planes around us, and then we got some bit damage, enough to knock out 1 engine on the B-24, and then we tried to get back. And when you can't keep up with a formation, you're known as a straggler. And of course, the Germans like that because they could pick off the plane. We did get back from Romania as far as Greece when another engine died. And so finally the pilot said, all right, bail out. We were trapped in a valley.
Oh my goodness.
So we couldn't get over the mountains to get out of there. And so all 10 of us bailed out of the plane. And that was the last I saw of most of them. 5 of the crew we knew were captured by the Germans, and 5 of us got away as missing in action people. I happened to end up living with the British commandos for a couple of months. And eventually they sent a plane in, a supply plane, and picked up the injured and cases of like us and MIAs and so forth, and were flown back to Italy, our home base area. And then we went back on the planes again.
And you had no fear? Were you afraid to get on the plane again after that ordeal that you went through?
Scared stiff. But they did come across a regulation that if you have been in enemy territory, you can't go back into that territory because you would be known as a spy. Really? And you could be shot on sight. So anyway, I was transferred, and by that time the war was getting over, slowing down and so forth. And so I came back to the States and became a photo lab chief down in Florida with the 3rd Air Force. But
pretty amazing story. So what is it like for you to see these airplanes again? And you said it was an airplane just like one of the ones behind us that you went through all that on.
The 24 is what we were in.
Wow.
And I was the nose gunner on that, with the guns poking out the front of it.
It must have been an amazing view from out of there, from what you could see.
Wonderful view. Switzerland and Romania, wherever you want. But
certainly not the kind of airplane ride that we're used to these days, where you have people serving you drinks and you sit in upholstered seats. There's no heat, no air conditioning,
no.
Not very comfortable. Just
we had no
obviously you're there to
heating
do your
either.
job.
The planes aren't heated, of course, so you're dealing with temperatures about 30 below zero if you're getting up to full height. And so it's very uncomfortable, but we wore heated flying suits. No, they're just like a heating electric mattress, is it? You call?
Right, exactly like an electric blanket. So to see these planes again and to look at them being preserved, is that something that makes you feel good? Is it exciting for you to see them here, all these years later?
Well, I don't know. It just brings back some memories. Not all good, of course, but they're antiques at this point.